What I wish someone would have told me in my 30s. Okay, the abuse and the abandonment and the lack of intentionality to understand how your body works and understanding the subtle cues that your body are giving you now are going to greatly affect you in a few years, maybe starting in your mid to late 30s, definitely by your earlier mid 40s. And then you're going to go on this journey of not really understanding what is happening and seemingly feeling like you're completely losing control. And here's why. Because what perimenopause means is that the woman's body begins to make less progesterone and estrogen. And when that happens, the body loses its capacity to mitigate or handle stress, to be able to compensate for the abundance of stress in the form of modern American day life, in the form of chasing the American dream and the rat race, stress in the form of elevated cortisol, stress in the form of excessive blue light, stress in the form of not having a circadian rhythm established. And so what happens is that the body meets its breaking point. And you begin to have mood swings and anxiety, and you can't handle your wine at night because you wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck the next morning. And then all of a sudden, like, you're up at 3 a.m. thinking about, with your heart racing, about all your woes in life. And it becomes this vicious downward spiral. And then we're told by medical professionals that you need an antidepressant or you need a prescription for anxiety medication, or it's just your hormones and that's just being part of a woman. Well, newsflash, ladies, what you do now counts before your estrogen and progesterone starts to drop, especially if you're a deeply feeling sensitive woman, if you are empathic, if you tend to be affected by other people's energy and moods, if your nervous system has been fried on stress most of your life, that means that you're sensitive and you're delicate and you haven't learned how to harness your superpowers to make it work for you. And that means that you're going to be even more greatly affected. It takes one to know one, y'all. So I'm sharing with you today that which I wish somebody would have shared with me 15 years ago. So, from my heart to yours, be blessed. I pray and imagine that you are someone who really cares about yourself, who takes into consideration, who stops and pauses to determine and decipher wisdom from within, to know yourself so that you can tend to yourself. Because no one outside of us can know or understand or perceive what it is that our body needs. But we can learn the subtle communications of our body, and we can joyfully move into this as this next seasons and stages of life, empowered. And then the beauty of it is that we can teach the girls, the young women, and spare generations of the gaslighting that's been done to us, because no elder has taken it upon herself to begin this movement and this spreading of information. God's people perish for a lack of understanding. So in all of our understanding, it's time. In all of our getting, it's time for us to get some understanding.